address. Anticipating tomorrow. Developing employability skills with Prof. Alastair Burt, Pro Chancellor, Lancaster University.
First and foremost, may I thank my good friend Rakesh for this invitation to make a contribution to your conference today. Lancaster University has been a partner with Rakesh and TNE in Ghana for some years, and I was delighted to meet him on campus earlier in the year and learn more from him of his passion for education in general and Africa in particular. So thank you for the invitation. My name is Alastair Burt, and I have had the honour since 2020 to be the Pro-Chancellor of Lancaster University. We're primarily situated in the northwest of England, and we are a top 10 university in the Good Universities Guide for 2026, and we're a regular in the top dozen of the UK league tables. Internationally, we're a top 150 university with the World QS rankings, with occasional outstanding features. We're currently rated number 3 in the world for our linguistics department, and last year we were number 1 in the world for sustainability governance. I said primarily located in northwest England because although we have 17,000 students here from all over the world, we also have 5 international campuses: Ghana, of course, China, Malaysia, Germany, and from next term, Indonesia. Between them, hosting a further 10,000 students. We're very proud of this global reach and perspective. But it's also some responsibility, which is what I want to address this morning. You'll be listening to many contributions, rightly detailed and specific on key aspects of the future of work. I cannot help you on these. I'm not an academic, teacher, or researcher. That's not my role. But we're all at our best and helpful to others when we focus on who we are, what our role is, and how that fits into the jigsaw of the problem we've all collectively been asked to face, and what could be more important for those who attend our institutions than their future and the world into which they will enter when they leave our halls. I chair the governing body of our university. My background is politics. I was a member of Parliament for over 3 decades and a government minister for over 10 years. I therefore cannot help but view my responsibility to all at the university as being a representative of all there, whatever their position. So I'm aware of their concerns, their aspirations, and of course what leadership it takes in order to fulfill them. The university I chair must be far-sighted, able to anticipate tomorrow while developing the skills of today. Above all, in a century of dramatic change and possibilities, it must be agile to cope with the speed of development, breathtaking in its opportunities, but laden with risk for the left behind. We're not all in the same base position, although some trends will overtake us all. Demographics are different in Europe and Africa. We face likely shortages through an aging population, lower numbers of students, while Africa's young population will grow. Different sorts of new jobs will be needed. Africa will need millions of new jobs, and Europe will need to retrain and reskill, while technological advances will affect us all, though differently. But the need to combine growing economies to meet the needs of the public will have to go hand in hand with the needs to protect workers from exploitation in formal and informal economies. How we respond to these changes, how we work together, seeing what advantages open up for each of us in a changing world, will determine the success of our planet. What can therefore we share of what we're doing to meet these respective challenges? Let me start with where we are at the moment, fulfilling Teddy Roosevelt's rubric of do what you can with what you've got, where you are, a message I leave all our students with when they graduate. Some of this will be familiar to you all. I cannot cover all your panels, but I find my remarks are directed to work-integrated learning and career hubs, to entrepreneurship, to the industry-related curriculum, and to AI and technology. It seems to me that a key part of university education today is to be firmly rooted in what the student is going to want after graduating and what future employers are going to want from the graduating student. Work-integrated learning is high on our agenda. Placements and internships right across the board are a staple at Lancaster and built into all our degree courses, from the arts to engineering and medical and biological science. They provide valuable insights into job roles and work sectors, enable the student to develop transferable employability skills, and ultimately help a job application stand out. A placement may be up to a year and is used in some undergraduate programs where the third and penultimate year is spent working in graduate level paid employment. An internship is a shorter period of weeks or a few months. They're taken by students looking to gain relevant skills and experience in a chosen field. There are no end of benefits to a placement, we find. Experience of the world of work is the best guide a student can have as to how and where they fit into the working world. Our assessment of performance over the years suggests also that a student's academic work will improve through the experience of a placement. And as far as career is concerned, we all know that the first door we walk through may not be the one for us. A placement can help cement a sense that either we've found our niche or perhaps it's not the place for us now. Students need to learn about money early, their worth to an employer and an employer's worth to them. These placements are not therefore free gratis for employers, but our students are not mature workers either. It's an early lesson in the bargain of life. Our students are paid, their amounts depending on where they might be, but an average payment is in the mid £20,000 bracket, about 2/3 of the UK's average salary, and the student's tuition fee for that year is reduced to 20% of their annual fee. And where do our students go? Our management school students may go to large and well-known organisations or small and medium-sized enterprises. We encourage opportunity in charities, in hospitality, education, retail. Examples include L'Oreal, IBM, Deloitte, Renault, Rolls-Royce, and Adobe. Our biomedical students have placements at AstraZeneca, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson. Our engineering students will go perhaps to Jaguar Land Rover, Mercedes, or Network Rail. And nuclear engineers can expect to be engaged with the extensive nuclear base situated in the northwest of England. And such experiences are not confined to our UK campus. As Rakesh will know well, this year our students in Ghana gained internships in some 25 companies in Ghana, Nigeria, the UK, and elsewhere in the world. It's not just about gearing up today's graduates to work for others. We have a Department of Entrepreneurship and Strategy at our management school, offering courses in undergraduate, master's, and at PhD level. And this is supplemented by a network of entrepreneurs in residence, offering practical advice to Lancaster on a regular basis from those who have been out there. No one's university, of course, closes their doors on students when they graduate. A lifelong careers advice service is constantly available to ours, together with an alumni network, which is now worldwide. These facilities build expertise and confidence for students who will not get it all right first time in the real world. Having trusted tutors to return to is a genuine assistance to making the most of the fresh challenges to be faced. This is our experience currently. Our university degree programs are designed to merge the academic skills required to master a subject and provide the base for a lifetime of fulfillment, while also being tuned in through extensive networking and constant contact with the world of work to ensure they stay relevant. Very few, if any, universities worldwide can these days afford to be isolated ivory towers of reclusive academic endeavour. If no man is an island, as John Donne put it, certainly no university is either. So we must be aware of the changes that are coming. And as your conference will be exploring, these changes now have a rapidity and reach beyond anything experienced in the last century. It's essential for us to be collectively aware of what's going on through research, think tanks, government needs, and universities' own networks. Some months ago, Universities UK which is the representative body of higher education in this country, produced its assessment of jobs for the future. If its conclusions were not particularly startling, the scale of what is to change was. More than 11 million extra graduates, in addition to the 15.3 million graduates currently in the UK workforce, will be needed to fill jobs in the UK by 2035. That's just 10 years away. In industries such as computing and engineering, teaching, education, and health. 88% of new jobs in that 10 years will be at graduate level. The UK will need over 1.9 million STEM professionals, including in areas such as computing and engineering, by 2035. The UK will need 1.2 million health and social care associate professionals and over 1 million health professionals, such as doctors and nurses, by 2035. The UK will need 1 million teaching and education professionals, such as university and higher education teachers, in 10 years' time. And in the UK, due to artificial intelligence, there will be a 10% net increase in jobs that require a degree over the next 20 years. Now, in addition to those statistics from the report, they also asked in a survey of 100 senior figures and talent acquisitions at FTSE 350 companies what they were looking for. And have a listen to the lifelong trends that they identified. More than half of the FTSE 350 leaders expect the future workforce will need to retrain at least once in their career due to the rapid pace of technological change. Are universities geared up to this change in lifelong learning and the need that's going to be required of them? 60% of these FTSE leaders currently struggle to find mid to senior level candidates, and they want to normalise undertaking undergraduate courses at mid to senior career stages. More than half say the government needs to make university courses more accessible to workers in their mid to late career, and half think we need to rethink the traditional linear approach to education and normalise going to university at different stages in the career path. And as for graduate skills and artificial intelligence, half of those FTSE 350 leaders believe arts and humanities graduates will be crucial to helping businesses get the most out of artificial intelligence tools. So much for the decline of arts and humanities. And over 2/3 think businesses will need to work more closely with UK universities to develop a talent pipeline with their required skills. I can't think that will be different where you are either. Now, 2/3 of FTSE 350 leaders say creative thinkers are essential to making the most of AI, and more than half say graduates with critical thinking skills would be more important to the workforce than ever if artificial intelligence were to be used to automate more white-collar jobs. And that last message is really relevant because wherever you may be, you are likely to be teaching a percentage of your students for jobs which do not yet exist. That's why, in addition to job-specific activities such as what I've been mentioning, a significant part of a university's role now is to ensure our students are adept at creativity, critical thinking, problem solving, and digital literacy. These skills are more likely to serve them well and long into the future than gearing them for specific jobs which are going to go at all levels, in all sectors, and in most economies. This period of change should not frighten us, but inspire us. Universities have been the engine of inspiration throughout our histories, in whatever part of the world we come from. We are not graduate factories turning out raw material for existing economies, but homes of research that will forge new frontiers, intellectual curiosity which will resolve complex problems, and bastions of freedom of speech and thinking which protect our communities from those who would wish to close down both. We cannot think about the future of work without thinking of the world itself, into which that work will be part, and our role as universities, whether we teach as you do or oversee as I do, will also involve ensuring that students' time with us builds the awareness of the world around them that they will need to make a difference. When they graduate in front of me, I thank the parents who have loaned and entrusted their children to us. And then I tell those graduating that they've not been taught at Lancaster to be mediocre, to lead quiet, unobtrusive lives, or to stand silent when things need to be said and done. I'm quite sure it's the same with all of you attending the conference today. I hope you're inspired by what you hear in all the sessions you will attend, as well as taking away the shared practical tips and insights which can help us improve our performance for all those we serve. And I'm quite sure that Rakesh would want us all to stay in touch. The more connected the universities are, the better we can prepare our students for that workplace readiness. So thank you very much indeed for the chance to speak to you, and enjoy your day. Thank you.